Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo Karo Mahaviro Nilang Karo Mahayaso Saranang Karo Lokarito Dipang Karo Dudindaro Kundanyo Danapamongko Mangalo Purisasabo Sumano Sumano Diro Revato Rativandano Sobito Guna Sampanno Anomadansi Ganundano Padumo
So practically every year we have been practicing this chanting Paritta. Last few years we chanted a long week under 2 weeks, but this time we chanting this whole day, 12 hours chanting from 9 to 9 p.m., 9 a.m., 9 p.m. today. And tomorrow we will have the offering of to all the 20 Buddhas. This 28 Paritta, 28 Buddha Paritta is quite popular in Buddhist countries. And recently in this baby also we have been practicing and chanting this 28 Parittas. Sometimes you might wonder what is this 28 Buddhas. So this is the story of the Buddha's lineage, that we know that 2,500 years ago there lived one Buddha called Gautama Buddha, and his teaching is continued until today. And according to the Tripitaka, according to the Sutta Pitaka, according to Khuddaka Nikaya, Buddhavamsa, chapter 2 to 29, explain about the lineage of the Buddha to these 28 Buddhas. We say that our Gautama Buddha met these 27 Buddhas in his previous life. And out of these 27, 3 Buddhas, the first 3, Tanaka, Vedaka, and Saranaka, the Buddha's name, these Buddhas gave a conditional proclamation to our Gautama Buddha. Conditional proclamation means that this Buddha says, if you practice these qualities, one day there is a potential that you will become a Buddha. Like conditional offer. And our Gautama Buddha as a Bodhisattva continue to practice the factors to be enlightened, to be a Sammasambuddha or Paritta. When it comes to certain level of his practice to be a Sammasambuddha, and when it comes to certain level of his determination, now his determination is very clear. His intention is very clear that he wants to become a Sammasambuddha. So the fourth Buddha, Buddha Dipankara, from the Buddha Dipankara noticed that and realized that this person has that full capacity. I mean, his intention is very clear, his determination is very clear, and he established in this Dasaparamita, 10th perfection, he already established in that. And the Buddha Dipankara proclaimed finite proclamation, means that Buddha surely said this person definitely become a Buddha in the future. So from 4th to until Buddha Kassapa, the immediate predecessors of the Gautama Buddha, all 24 Buddhas gave a finite proclamation, a sure guarantee letter to our Gautama Buddha that he will become a Buddha. So there are many other stories also mentioned Tripitaka, but is roughly the idea of what is 28 Buddhas. And some other suttas also discuss about some other Buddhas, some other suttas, especially Kassapa Buddha, Kakusanda Konagama, like that. There are few other occasions it is mentioned, the Tripitaka, the immediate 5 Buddhas. So this is the roughly what is the connection with this Buddha's dispensation to the previous Buddha's dispensation. So these are the other Buddhas almost identical in the virtues of the Buddha. So they even though we call them in different names, actually all 28 Buddhas by nature is identical, exactly same qualities, same nature of the Buddha. So here sometimes some people might wonder, these Buddhas really exist? And it is very long history, whether they are really exist or not. Actually, what my understanding is, here we're not going into too much detail about that, whether this Buddha really exists or not. Because if we go into that level, then it's kind of extreme. Whether these Buddhas really exist or not. If I say this Buddha really exists, then there is some misunderstanding of this Dhamma. If I say no, they didn't exist, then there is also some misunderstanding about this nature, this Dhamma. So it is not much important. Actually, the most important question is whether you exist or not. Whether I exist or not. No need to talk about the way back in the history, in the billions of years. Whether I exist in this moment, here and now. That is the most fundamental questions. I think better we think more about that rather than think about whether these Buddhas exist or not. So what we should do is actually using these concepts, using these historical ideas, these traditional ideas, this traditional our custom, and fulfill a meritorious peace. Use these as a tool for our liberation. So then somebody asked me, if you ask me, okay, after I chant these 28 Parittas, can I enlighten? How many times I have to chant these 28 Parittas to enlighten? 100 times, 1,000 times, 100,000 times, 1 million times. Even you chant 100 million times this chanting, you cannot enlighten, unfortunately. Then how, if I do dana for 100 years, can I be enlightened? No, you cannot enlighten. Just by doing dana, you cannot enlighten. Can I practice sila for 1,000 years? Can I become enlightened after practicing Sila for 1,000 years? You cannot. If I do meditation for 10,000 years, can I enlighten? You cannot. By doing something, by your body, by your speech, by your mind, by doing something or by not doing something, you cannot enlighten. It can be you practice for eons and eons, you cannot enlighten. Just by doing something or not doing something, then how I can enlighten? The only enlightenment is happen is only if you understand this true nature of reality. If you understand this moment, the nature of this moment, then you enlighten. Enlightenment is not something reward that after you doing something. It is something, a realization, understanding, knowing something beyond this good and bad, beyond this doing and not doing. So if you have any expectation, I will be enlightened after this chanting, please, you have that expectation. But even though you cannot enlighten by just doing this you cannot enlighten, but this can be a conducive factor, kind of tool for you to use for your enlightenment. If you chant, if you participate in this chanting 100% fully in this moment, with your whole heart, with your whole body, speech and mind, if you are here with chanting, with a great devotion, with great confidence and trust on this, and with your consistent effort, and with mindfulness. Mindfulness means you are 100% into this chanting, not thinking about the past and the present, but you are fully present here while chanting. You have faith, not just mere faith, a strong faith towards the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, a strong faith to this practice, a strong faith to yourself that you can do that, and your consistent effort is there, and you keep throughout these 12 hours these three qualities: faith, your effort, and your full awareness, full present this moment. And then naturally you experience a samadhi, concentration, a blissfulness here and now. And through that, you develop wisdom. I tell you, if you are wise enough, capable enough, you can enlighten by end of or any time during this chanting if you develop these 5 faculties. I tell you, you have to develop your faith and effort and mindfulness. Another two will be a bonus for you. Samadhi and wisdom is a bonus. When you are fully present here, your 100% heart is here, your whole body is your whole speech here, and do it with the confidence. It's possible to be enlightened. But not just doing chanting. So it is something very special thing in this chanting? No. It is not something very special thing in this chanting. If you are walking outside, also you can enlighten. If you drink a water, by drinking water also you can enlighten. So you understand that it is not about doing particular something, just mere doing, but doing something wholeheartedly, with full awareness, full attention, with full devotion. Then through the samadhi you will experience some wisdom. That wisdom is before enlightenment. So I hope you all practice this with that diligence, with that devotion, with that effort. Sometime probably after a few minutes, your mind going back to your home. Sometimes you remember your business. Sometimes you remember your family members. Sometimes you remember tomorrow evening have to cook for the children. Today evening have to cook for the children. Tomorrow I have to go to that place and this place. That is the nature of our mind. And sometimes you feel like, I feel very boring sitting here. My leg is also pain. And it's better to sleep at home. These thoughts come. Expect these thoughts. And meanwhile, in the lunchtime, somebody gave you a bad look. Then you get so upset. This temple is very horrible temple. These people are very bad people. You know, these things will come. Expect that in advance. So you won't get upset because you know this can take, because these thoughts, actually the biggest enemy is not the other person, it is your own mind. That mind comes and play different tricks on you to stop that. Because this mind always wants you to stay in this samsara. So mind plays different tricks. Be prepared for that and aware about that. That is where you need the effort to stay in this practice, consistent effort. And stay with this mindfulness, stay with awareness, means that you're fully 100% stay here. When you do chanting, 100% do it. That is what you need to do something. And then everything other things will happen by automatically. So with this attitude, with this awareness, with this mindset, let us practice this chanting for next few hours. And definitely, even though you want enlightenment, even though you couldn't get enlightenment, this is not going to be waste. You created enormous energy, the positive energy that can tremble the entire universe, that can change the entire universal pattern of the energy. That positive energy for this life, and this energy definitely always bring you and stay in this path in the practice. and it's not easily, nobody can bring you totally away from this path of the Buddha. So this energy brings you always into the path, and it always gives you a favorable condition for that. So even though today you can't get that enlightenment, it is possible even in the future, because you are always in the path. And this blessing, this positive energy, be conducive for your day-to-day life, for your well-being, for your good health, for your success, for your peace of mind. And this blessing, this energy, the positive environment you're creating is not only for you. I tell you, this energy can tremble whole universal energy system, because all are interconnected. So when you're creating, this energy, it affects the whole world, whole universe. That the blessing is not only for you. Blessing is for all the sentient beings to be more harmonious. It is like one big a net. If you pinch from one part of the net, it is connected to the everywhere of the net. It feeds everywhere of the net. Same way, when you're creating this positive energy, that will affect the whole universe. That brings positive difference to the whole universe. That's the way of blessing to the whole sense of being, to this country, to this world, to the people here, people are not here, and all sense of being. So with that understanding, let us practice this chanting. And may you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. And soon again, the ultimate bliss of Paritta. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. What our Buddha, the Gautama, did is he practicing paramitas. Throughout the journey of his Buddhahood, he practiced various ways, notably 10 paramitas, 10 perfection, 10 wholesome qualities in him to bring to this level, finally in the last life, to become a Buddha. You can see that even to be Buddha, he has to practice some paramitas, some wholesome qualities to go to that level. Even our own spiritual practice or our own liberation, we all need that paramitas. Means that we all need that merits. We need to do merits again and again in order to make sure that our path is clear. Compared to those who haven't done merits and those who do merits, their path is different. Those who haven't done merits, their path is very extremely difficult. For example, suppose that here very, let's say some very enlightened person comes to SJB and see he sitting in the meditation hall, and you get to know that this news that there is an enlightened monk here and he's sitting in the meditation hall. You all at home. Some are in USJ, some are in Puchong, some are in the various places in cave. Imagine that if you don't have a car to come here, what happens? You have to take LRT, you have to take train. Suppose that there is no train also. There is no public transport. There is no car. And situation here is not like this exactly same. If you had to come by all the way by foot, it's very difficult journey for you to come to SJB, right? And along the way, you don't know what happened. Sometimes, some many other obstacles you can face when you're walking along the way. From your place to here. Sometimes along the way, it takes so long time. Sometimes, you don't have, if you don't have anything, right? You feel hungry, you feel tired, you feel, all kind of difficulties. Even in the middle, you can have other unexpected situation. So it's very difficult to reach here if you don't have any means to come here. But on the other hand, if you have a bicycle, so then your journey more easier. Right? If you have a motorcycle, then it's easier, more easier. But if you have a car, then your journey is more easier. And if you have a comfortable car, you can very quickly come here. So your journey can be very smooth, and another person's journey can be very difficult. So the journey is smooth or difficult is depending on our karma, depending on our merits. So that is why we need merits. Probably if you don't have merits, maybe you miss the chance, because to come to your place to here, maybe it takes some days, depending on the situation. So by arriving you here, that enlightened monk is no more here. But if you have a car, you can quickly come, comfortably come, and come here and can meet the enlightened monk. But on the other hand, you have a very comfortable car, and maybe probably you have a helicopter. You quickly come here, even though you are very far, and you come here and landed here, and then after that you forget why I come here, and you just mingle around, talking to people. Never want to go up. Whatever you come, whatever car, whatever helicopter, whatever bicycle, or whatever you car, still you have to walk to the upstairs, right? Doesn't matter what's your background, still you have to walk to the upstairs. If you don't go to upstairs, how fast you come, how comfortable you come, also no. You won't get meet. You can't meet the enlightened monk and to be enlightened, to receive the Dhamma from him. You need merits to come here, but how much you have merit also doesn't make you enlightened if you didn't go to upstairs. If you don't do the last part, it is irrespective of you have merit or doesn't have merit, doesn't matter. The last part you have to do. Last part is always understanding this Four Noble Truths. Most of you have actual merits to reach to this level of this to meet the Buddha Dhamma and Sangha in this current this situation. But most of the time we lacking is we have all the merits and come here and then we just mingle around, just we forget why we are coming here, and we really don't go to upstairs and meet the enlightened monk. I just take example. What I want to say is that we all need these merits to make our journey smooth. Even the Buddha practices 10 perfection to the maximum level. All 24 Buddhas says definitely he is going to be Buddha. And then last life, he born as a prince. And if he stay in the palace, oh, I'm going to be a Buddha anyway. I don't know how to do anything. If he just stay in the palace, nothing happened. He stayed in the samsara. He, even in the last life, he renounced the palace. He go to the teacher, to the teacher, to the teacher. Go whole one round. And finally come to the Ganges river, the valley. And finally enlightened. Even though he has a lot of merits, there's no person can do like that merits, like Buddha did. He has an enormous of merits, but still he has to go through the final part. Same way, our enlightenment journey can be very smooth if you have merits. And if you don't have merits, it can be very, very tough journey. Even it takes many years, some more in the future. But again, even though you have all these merits also, we have to finally realize the Four Noble Truths from our own realization. The last part is realization. It's not about merits. The last part in the morning also I told you that just attending this chanting you cannot enlighten. I told you right. But that doesn't mean this is not helping. This is definitely helping for our enlightenment. But just doing this is not completing your enlightenment. Enlightenment is, it is like you bring from your home to here, comfortably you bring from your home to here. And the last part you have to still have to do. So to make that our journey more smooth and comfortable, Buddha says that we should not be afraid of merits. We should do it again and again. Punya ce puriso kaira kaira tetam puna puna. Tamu jana kaira jasuko punya sauchyo. The merit is always bring us comfortable life, a smooth journey. So we have to do this kind of practices, this kind of meritorious days. We can, like this offering, when you're offering a flower to the Buddha with whole heart, it's an uncountable, enormous merits. We don't know how much the positive energy you're creating into your samsara when you're offering just a flower. If you read some stories of the Buddha's time, some people become all the way enlightenment until the whole samsara they bring to the Buddha, just offering one flower. Not like this flower, sometimes white flower. They offer white flower to the Pacheka Buddha out of faith. And they, from there until all the way in samsara, in a comfortable manner, they bring unto in the feet of the Buddha. Just because of offering one flower. With the faith, with a great devotion. That's why sometimes I encourage you all to do more and more merits. But merits is not the end of the destination. It brings you to the comfortable journey. You need realization of the Four Noble Truths by your own mind to understand and realize it for our liberation. So be happy today you have done such a great meritorious deeds. Today morning I told you maybe it's possible to be enlightened during chanting as well. I don't know anybody enlightened. But even though you couldn't be enlightened today, this merits is never wasted. Again, I tell you, these merits always bring you in a comfortable journey in your spiritual destination for your journey to be enlightened, to be preparation, and be happy and rejoice all these merits. And tomorrow we will do that great offering to the all 28 Buddhas. These 28 Buddhas, these 28 names, these 28 great persons are the most virtuous being ever existed in this universe, in the known history, in our Buddhist cosmology. The known history of these 28 are the most virtuous beings. So by just remembering them, reminding them their names, so that we are connecting these infinite virtues, we are connecting with all these infinite virtues, and with that gratefulness, with that devotion, with that faith, when we make offering, even a flower, even just a water, is just just a drink. There is a huge and great positive energy you are creating. Your great merits that bring you always comfortable to this life and hereafter life, if there is hereafter life in the samsara. So, with that in mind, let us chant again this the 28 names of the Buddhas with a great devotion, with great mindfulness, awareness into the chanting, and we fully present here and chant with devotion, so that you all can liberate from this samsara as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. You can turn to page number in your booklet, page number 68.
Rangkantu samba devata samba buddhanubhavena sada santi bhavantu te bhavatu samba